The rain was a soft whisper against the cafe window, mirroring the gentle rhythm of my thoughts. I was back in my hometown, a place where memories clung to every corner like dewdrops on a spider's web. It had been a decade since I last walked these streets, a decade filled with the hustle of city life and the relentless pursuit of a career. Yet, here I was, drawn back to the familiar embrace of my past. My gaze drifted to the figure seated by the window, a woman immersed in a book, her silver hair pulled back in a neat bun. It was her, Ms. Eleanor, my high school English teacher, a woman whose presence had always commanded respect. Even now, years later, there was an air of quiet authority about her, a sense of timeless elegance that defied age. I remembered her as a beacon of intellect, her sharp wit and insightful lectures leaving an indelible mark on my young mind. She had been more than just a teacher. She was a mentor, a guide, a source of inspiration. Hesitantly, I approached her table, my heart pounding with a mix of nostalgia and anticipation. "Ms. Eleanor?" I asked softly, not wanting to startle her. She looked up, her blue eyes widening in recognition. A warm smile spread across her face, erasing the years that had passed between us. "Well, look who it is," she said, her voice still as melodic as I remembered. "It's been a long time, hasn't it?" We talked for hours that evening, reminiscing about our shared past, catching up on the chapters of our lives that had unfolded since we last met. There was a sense of comfort in her presence, a feeling of coming home. As the rain subsided and the cafe emptied, we exchanged numbers, promising to stay in touch. Little did I know that this chance encounter would ignite a connection that would change the course of our lives forever. Over the next few weeks, we met frequently, our conversations flowing effortlessly from one topic to another. We shared dinners, took long walks, and engaged in discussions that stretched late into the night. It was as if no time had passed at all. I found myself drawn to her in a way I couldn't quite explain. It wasn't just the nostalgia of our shared past. It was something deeper, something more profound. Her laughter was infectious, her stories captivating, her mind as sharp as ever. One evening, we found ourselves at her home, a cozy sanctuary filled with books and memories. The atmosphere was intimate, the air thick with unspoken emotions. As the night deepened, a sense of vulnerability settled between us. "There's something I've been wanting to talk to you about," she began, her voice trembling slightly. I held my breath, my heart pounding in my chest. "I've always valued our connection," she continued, her gaze fixed on mine. "Even back when you were my student, I felt a spark, a connection that went beyond the classroom." Her words hung in the air, charged with unspoken emotions. "And these past few weeks," she continued, her voice barely above a whisper, "I've felt something more, something I can't ignore." My heart raced, my mind reeling with a whirlwind of emotions. "I know this might sound strange," she said, her hand reaching out to touch mine, "but I can't deny it any longer. I've fallen for you." Her confession was like a spark, igniting a fire within me, a fire that had been smoldering beneath the surface. "I feel the same way," I whispered, my voice thick with emotion. A slow smile spread across her lips, her eyes sparkling with a mixture of relief and desire. The kiss that followed was slow, tentative, a gentle exploration of uncharted territory. It was a kiss that spoke of unspoken desires, of a connection that transcended time and age. The kiss deepened, becoming more passionate, more urgent. It was as if we were both trying to make up for lost time, for years of unspoken desires. Her lips were soft, her touch electric, igniting a fire within me that I never knew existed. We pulled apart, breathless, our eyes locked in a silent acknowledgement of the moment that had just passed. There was a mixture of relief, desire, and a hint of fear in her gaze. "I didn't think I could ever feel this way again," she whispered, her voice filled with a mixture of awe and disbelief. "Neither did I," I replied, my voice hoarse with emotion. We sat in silence for a moment, the weight of our confession hanging in the air. The reality of our situation began to sink in. We were two people from different worlds, different times, bound by a connection that defied societal norms. "This changes everything," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Yes, it does," I agreed, my heart pounding in my chest. From that night on, our relationship transformed. We were no longer just former student and teacher, but something more, something deeper. We spent every moment we could together, our conversations flowing effortlessly from one topic to another. We explored the depths of our shared passions, our mutual respect blossoming into something more intimate. We discovered hidden facets of each other, layers of personality that had remained dormant until now. Our time together was a sanctuary, a refuge from the outside world. We talked about everything and nothing, our voices weaving a tapestry of shared experiences and unspoken emotions. We laughed, we cried, we debated, we dreamed. There was a sense of timelessness in our connection, a feeling that we had known each other for a lifetime. We were two souls intertwined, two hearts beating in unison. But as our relationship deepened, so did the fear of discovery. We knew that our connection was unconventional, that it would be met with judgment and disapproval by some. "We have to be careful," she said one evening, her voice filled with concern. "People won't understand." "I know," I replied, my heart heavy with the weight of her words. We decided to keep our relationship a secret, a private sanctuary that we could retreat to when the world outside became too overwhelming. We were like two lovers in a hidden garden, savoring every stolen moment, every whispered word, every tender touch. Our love was a secret flame, burning brightly in the darkness, a testament to the power of connection that transcended societal boundaries. We savored every moment, knowing that our time together was precious, a stolen treasure that we had to protect at all costs. Despite the secrecy, our love grew stronger, our bond deepening with each passing day. We were two souls intertwined, two hearts beating in unison, two halves of a whole. Our love was a force of nature, a powerful current that swept us away, carrying us to uncharted territories of the heart. We were explorers in a world of emotions, discovering new depths of intimacy and connection. And as we navigated the complexities of our relationship, we discovered that love, in its purest form, was not bound by age, time, or societal expectations. It was a connection of souls, a meeting of minds, a fusion of hearts. The weight of our secret began to take its toll. The stolen moments, the whispered conversations, the constant fear of discovery. It was a heavy burden to bear. We were living in a world of shadows, our love a forbidden fruit, sweet yet perilous. One evening, as we sat by the fireplace, the flames casting dancing shadows on the walls, Ms. Eleanor broke the silence. "I can't live like this anymore," she said, her voice filled with a quiet desperation. "I feel like I'm living a lie." Her words echoed my own feelings. I was tired of hiding, tired of pretending. I wanted to shout our love from the rooftops, to declare it to the world. "I know," I replied, my voice heavy with the weight of our shared secret. "But what can we do?" "We could tell them," she said, her eyes searching mine. "We could tell them the truth." The thought was both exhilarating and terrifying. To reveal our relationship would be to expose ourselves to the judgment and scrutiny of others. But to continue living in secret was becoming unbearable. "It won't be easy," I said, my voice filled with apprehension. "People won't understand." "Maybe some won't," she replied, her voice firm, "but others will. And even if they don't, we'll have each other." Her words were a beacon of hope, a reminder that our love was strong enough to withstand any storm. We decided to take the risk, to step out of the shadows and into the light. We began by telling our closest friends, people we trusted, people who had known us for years. Their reactions were mixed. Some were surprised, Others were supportive, and a few were disapproving. But through it all, we remained steadfast, our love a shield against the negativity. Then came the difficult part, telling our families. Ms. Eleanor's children were initially shocked, but eventually they came to accept our relationship, seeing the happiness it brought to their mother. My own family was more reserved, but they respected my decision, understanding that my happiness was paramount. As word spread, we faced the inevitable whispers and stares. Some people gossiped, others judged, but we held our heads high, refusing to be ashamed of our love. We were two people who had found each other, two souls who had connected on a level that transcended age and societal norms. Our love story became a testament to the power of connection, a reminder that love knows no boundaries. We faced the challenges together, our bond growing stronger with each passing day. We were no longer hiding, no longer pretending. We were living our truth, our love a beacon of light in a world that often seemed dark and judgmental. The journey was not without its difficulties, but we faced them together, hand in hand, our love a guiding force. We learned to ignore the negativity, to focus on the love that surrounded us, the love that had brought us together. And as we navigated the complexities of our relationship, we discovered that true love was not about conforming to societal expectations, but about being true to ourselves, about following our hearts, about embracing the connection that had brought us together. With our secret out in the open, a sense of liberation washed over us. It was as if a heavy weight had been lifted from our shoulders. We could finally be ourselves, without fear of judgment or whispers behind our backs. Our love, once a hidden flame, now burned brightly for all to see. We embraced our newfound freedom, spending our days exploring the city, visiting museums, and attending concerts. We took long walks in the park, hand in hand, our laughter echoing through the trees. We dined at our favorite restaurants, no longer needing to hide in secluded corners. Our relationship deepened, our bond strengthening with each shared experience. We discovered new facets of each other, layers of personality that had remained hidden until now. We were two souls intertwined, two hearts beating in unison, two halves of a whole. Ms. Eleanor's home became a haven, a sanctuary filled with love and laughter. We hosted dinner parties for our friends, our home filled with the warmth of shared stories and good company. We spent quiet evenings curled up by the fireplace, reading books and listening to music. We traveled together, exploring new cities and cultures. We hiked through mountains, swam in crystal-clear lakes, and watched sunsets over vast oceans. We created memories that would last a lifetime, moments that would forever be etched in our hearts. Our love was a tapestry woven with shared experiences, a masterpiece created with threads of laughter, tears, and unwavering devotion. We were two artists, painting our lives with vibrant colors, creating a masterpiece that was uniquely ours. As time passed, our love story became a beacon of hope for others. We received letters and emails from people who had been inspired by our courage, people who had found the strength to embrace their own unconventional relationships. We became symbols of love's power to transcend boundaries, to defy societal norms. We spoke at conferences and seminars, sharing our story with audiences eager to hear our message. We talked about the importance of love, acceptance, and the courage to be true to oneself. We encouraged others to embrace their own unique paths, to follow their hearts, and to never give up on love. Our love story became a testament to the power of human connection, a reminder that love knows no age, no boundaries, and no limitations. It was a story of two souls who had found each other, two hearts that had connected on a level that transcended societal expectations. We were living proof that love could conquer all, that it could overcome any obstacle, any challenge. Our love was a force of nature, a powerful current that swept us away, carrying us to uncharted territories of the heart. And as we looked back on our journey, we realized that our love story was not just about us. It was about the power of love to transform lives, to inspire hope, and to create a world where everyone could be free to love and be loved. The years passed, and our love deepened. We became each other's complement, our lives a beautiful symphony. We grew old together, our hair silvered, our faces etched with the marks of time, but the fire in our hearts never dimmed. We would sit in our garden watching the sunsets, holding hands, reminiscing about the past, dreaming of the future. We shared our stories, our laughter, our tears, our triumphs, our defeats. We knew we were fortunate to have found each other, a love that had stood the test of time. Our love became an inspiration to those around us. The younger generation would come to us, wanting to know the secret of our relationship, how our love had endured for so many years. We told them that love is a choice, a commitment, a journey. It isn't easy, but it's worth it. We told them to be honest with each other, to be compassionate, to support each other's dreams. We told them that love knows no age, no boundaries, no rules. It's simply a connection of two hearts, a union of two souls. Our love story became a legend, a tale that passed from generation to generation. It was a story that gave people hope, that taught people to believe that true love is possible. We lived our lives together, hand in hand, heart to heart. We knew our time was limited, but we cherished every moment. We knew that our love would live on, even after our passing. Our story was a testament to the power of love, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a testament to the enduring connection of souls. It was a story that reminded people that love is the most powerful force, that it can overcome any obstacle, that it can conquer any challenge. And when our time came to an end, we passed peacefully in each other's arms, enveloped in each other's love. We knew that our love would live on forever, in our hearts, in the hearts of our children, and in the hearts of those who heard our story.
Subscribe to my channel.